Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. You are listening to Field of Dreams Baseball Opening Day Weekend, and we're here, and there's a lot of excitement on the field, and there's a lot of excitement in the owners' spots here as we are going to broadcast, and everybody will see their team at least once here in the beginning of the season. In yesterday's games, let's review what we saw yesterday on April 5th. According to this calendar, 1969, Chico's defeated Manchester 11-2. Boland was the winner, Apier the loser. Mid-Michigan defeated Hadley Lake 3-1. Gibson the winner, Cooper the loser. And a game that was not shown on the Discord, not shown on YouTube. St. Pete defeated Amazing 5-2. Powell the winner, Odom the loser. And the last game that was broadcast yesterday was my Vegas team defeating Florence 3-2. Tex Houston the winner, 1-0. Mickey Lolich the loser, 0-1. And you got to see a home run by Willie McCovey that went out to right field like a rocket ship. Today's games, the first game will be Canada at Chicago. Canada, the defending Fire Division champion, and they set the pace by winning a league-leading 118 games. Chicago, which was known as Fred's last year, will be at home, and the second game in today's doubleheader will be Edmonton at Lancaster. That's the much improved Lancaster, and Lancaster is one of the favorites to unseat Canada in the Fire Division. Would like to say hello to Steve Tate, who's checked in, and Buckshot. David Landau is here, and my friend and partner Beatles Eternally is in the ballpark. Let's go down to the field. Canada, Chicago, game one. As we hit the computer lineup, Pete Alexander will be pitching for Canada. The Chicago Red Shirts will be pitching Don Drysdale, both right-handers. Let's go back to Canada here, hit computer versus right-hander, and put Alexander back in. Now we'll go over to Drysdale and hit computer versus right and put Drysdale back in. And we'll be ready to go. Looks good to me. Welcome to opening day at Fulton County Stadium for today's game between Canada and Chicago. Pete Alexander gets the start for Canada. He'll be opposed by Don Drysdale for Chicago. It's 76 degrees, wind speed 2 miles an hour, out to left center field. That won't be a problem.
Play ball.
Let's play ball. Let's go over the Canada lineup. We got Ricky Henderson in center field batting first, Roy Smalley at short batting second, Pujols at first, batting third. Mark McGuire, the DH, batting fourth. Ben Zobrist at second, batting fifth. Pablo Sandoval at third base, batting sixth. Winfield and right, batting seventh. Simmons catching and batting eighth. Rocky Colavito batting ninth in left field, and Rocky Colavito is probably not used to batting ninth, from what I can see. In the outfield for Chicago, we have the recently acquired George Foster in left field, Ed Roush in center, Ken Griffey in right field. The infield, we have Whitey Kurowski. At third, Rico Petrocelli at shortstop, Dick McAuliffe at second base, Orlando Cepeda at first, Johnny Romano catching, and Don Drysdale doing the pitching. Ricky Henderson steps up. I'd like to, before we start the game, give credit to Michael Silva for this beautiful stadium. I just love these stadiums. I've used them in as many games as I can. Here we go. Drysdale gets the sign from Romano. Here's the first pitch of the game. And Henderson strikes out, so it wasn't the first pitch, it was the third pitch, but he is out. One down. Drysdale now will face Smalley, the shortstop for Canada. He hits a line drive. Dick McAuliffe spears it out of the air. There's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first, when Albert Pujols steps to the mound, steps into the batter's box, steps to the mound. I guess it's early in the morning here in Las Vegas. Drysdale gets the sign, and he strikes him out. 1, 2, 3 goes Canada in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first as the red shirts lineup. We'll have Ken Griffey batting first and right, Roush in center batting second. Rico Carty, the DH, batting third. Rico Petrocelli at shortstop. That's probably the first time I can remember in Major League Baseball that 2 Ricos were right next to each other in the lineup. George Foster in left batting fifth. McAuliffe at second batting sixth. Karowski at third batting seventh. Orlando Cepeda batting eighth. I'm sure he's not done that much in his career. And Romano, the catcher, batting ninth. Left field, Rocky Colavito. Excuse me, I'm hitting wrong buttons all over the place. Excuse me. There we go. Center field, Ricky Henderson. Dave Winfield in right. Pablo Sandoval at third at age 22. He's not as big as he's going to be later in his career. He's a big guy. Roy Smalley at short. Ben Zobrist at second. Albert Pujols at first base. Ted Simmons catching. Pete Alexander, and he looks old in that picture. He's pitching. He's got an 84-mile-an-hour fastball. He will face Ken Griffey. Alexander gets the sign. Griffey hits a ground ball to Zobrist over to Pujols. 1 up, 1 down, bottom of the first. Alexander winds and fires to Roush, and he hits a base hit up the middle. First hit of the game belongs to the Chicago team. The Redshirts have a runner on first. Rico Carty, who doesn't have a picture. Can I do that now? Let's see. I can. Let's fix the picture. And that's why he doesn't have a picture. For some reason, we got a JPEG that doesn't show up in there, but there we go. He's got a picture now. Here's the pitch. The runner was off. That's a base hit in the right center field. The hit and run was on. Roush rounds second. He goes to third. Runners on first and third. 1 down for Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli was drafted in his 1969 year, and he held the record for home runs for shortstops for a long time with 40. Here's the pitch. He hits a line drive in the left center. First run of the game. The ball is bobbled out there in left center field. Rico Carty goes to third. Petrocelli goes to second. That error is on Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson. 1-0 Redshirts. And there are runners on second and third with the recently acquired George Foster. In his season that we have currently, George Foster hit 52 home runs in real life. And the manager, David Landau, is looking forward to watching him hit in this stadium. Here's Alexander's pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Smalley's got it. Throws to Pujols for the out. Run scores. Petroselli goes to third, 2-0 Red Shirts. Dick McAuliffe standing in. Petroselli in third. 90 feet away, McAuliffe taps his bat on home plate. Alexander glances at Petroselli, gets the sign. The pitch. Fly ball deep to right center field. That ball is going to be caught by Dave Winfield on a dead run as they hit the warning track. The inning is over. Red Shirts lead at the end of one, 2-0. We go to the top of the second. Canada sends McGuire, Zobrist, and Sandoval to the plate against Don Drysdale. Don Drysdale, in his season here that we're playing, had 25 wins and 9 losses in real life. He's going to be a tough guy to hit. He gets the sign from Romano, and he's into his windup. McGuire, it's a line drive. Karowski doesn't have to move, puts it away for the out. Couple of short line drives off of Drysdale today, but they've both been right at players. Ben Zobrist, hitting from the left side, steps in. Drysdale winds. And that's a line drive into right field past Griffey all the way to the wall. Zobrist rounds second, and he's going to third, and he's a slide, and he is safe with a triple. Ben Zobrist triples. He will be on third base for Canada. Only one down. Drysdale will face Sandoval with Zobrist 90 feet away. Pablo Sandoval hit 25 home runs in the season. In real life, Drysdale glances at the runner and throws. He strikes him out. 2 down, a little bit of pressure off Drysdale as a fly ball out will not score. Zobrist from third. Dave Winfield, 34 home runs, 118 RBIs. In reality, will be facing Don Drysdale. And he strikes him out. That's the 4th strikeout of the day. The inning is over. No runs scored. They escaped the triple from Ben Zobrist. And we go to the bottom of the second. Chicago will send up Karowski, Cepeda, and Romano. Legends, thanks for coming by. Nice to see you this Sunday afternoon. Alexander gets the sign. Karowski, in his second year with Chicago, here's Alexander's pitch. Fly ball to center. Henderson backing up, and gets it on the warning track. 1 down. Baby Bull, Orlando Cepeda with 35 home runs and 114 RBIs in real life, facing Pete Alexander. And he hits a ground ball up the middle. Smalley scoops it up to Pujols for the out. 2 quick outs for the Red Shirts here. In the bottom of the second, Johnny Romano, the catcher, 25 home runs, 81 runs batted in real life. Batting from the right side, Alexander's pitch. He hits a line drive. Sandoval's going to put that away. There's been 3 hard hit balls for naught so far. And we go to the top of the third. Canada is down 2-0. Canada still looking for their first run. Will send Simmons, Colavito, and Henderson. Can you imagine Simmons and Colavito in the bottom of your lineup? No wonder this Canada team scores relentlessly as Carlos Yaz checks in to his seat here at Fulton County Stadium. Drysdale throws. Fly ball to right field. Griffey backing up, but he can't back up enough. This ball is out of here. Home run for Ted Simmons, and Canada's on the board. And they cut Chicago's lead in half, 2-1. Ted Simmons' first home run of the year. It traveled 344 feet. Rocky Colavito, there's no break in the lineup here for the Canada team, as Rocky Colavito, 37 home runs, 112 runs batted in, is batting ninth. They are a dangerous team. Here's the pitch. He hits a fly ball to center field. Roush puts it away, one down. Aaron Reed comes by. Crowd is filling in here at Fulton County Stadium for opening weekend here of the Field of Dreams League, the top of the order. Ricky Henderson is 0 for 1. Drysdale pitches, and he walks him. The worst guy in the lineup to walk is Ricky Henderson, as he doesn't have a high average, but he's still got speed. Roy Smalley, the shortstop, coming to bat. Roy Smalley lined to second his first time up. Here's Drysdale's pitch. There goes Henderson. Here comes the throw. Petrocelli's got it, and he puts the tag. He is out for the second out of the inning. Roy Smalley now, a little different situation. No runner to move over. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Griffey has a bead on it. Puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 2-1 Chicago. MV comes by. SGJ Jamie. This crowd is really getting big here on a Sunday afternoon. Pete Alexander to face the top of the Red Shirts lineup. Griffey followed by Roush and the first Rico Cardi. Here's Alexander's pitch to Griffey, and he goes down swinging. Alexander's first strikeout today here in the bottom of the third. Roush is 1 for 1 on the day, 1 for 1 on the season. Here's Alexander's pitch. He's now 2 for 2 as he smacks that one in the left field. Colavito picks it up, tosses it back into Smalley, and Chicago's in business with Roush on first and Rico Cardi at the plate. If someone else knows of 2 Ricos who hit back-to-back in Major League Baseball before Rico Cardi and Rico Petrocelli, drop it in the chat. I'd like to know who they were. Alexander looks over at Roush, gets his sign from Simmons. Here's the pitch. There goes Roush. The ball is hit to Smalley at short. There's only one play, and that's to Pujols at first. Roush will be on second. Cardi is out. 2 down. Runner in scoring position for the second Rico, Petrocelli. Alexander glances back at Roush. Here's his pitch to Petrocelli. And he hits a fly ball in the right field, but Winfield is looking at it, and he puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the fourth. It is 2-1 Chicago. Drysdale this inning will face Pujols, McGuire, and Ben Zobrist. Here's Don Drysdale's pitch. Fly the ball to center field. Roush backing up. He puts it away with his back against the fence. Somebody is injured. I'm not sure that it is. It is Albert Pujols. He's out for the game. I hope that is not a long injury, but he will be replaced when they hit the field. I know how Sean must feel. My speedy center fielder, Cendeno, was doubled his second time up in the game and was injured and out for a week. I hope that's not the same case for Albert Pujols. Mark McGuire steps to the plate. Only 135 at-bats in the season he was drafted in, and so he's only going to be able to get about 200 at-bats for this team, but he's certainly a slugger. On that 135 at-bats, he hit 9 home runs. Here's the pitch. That ball's banged in the left field for a base hit. McGuire on first. 1 away. And Ben Zobrist steps to the plate. Zobrist had what some consider the best year of his career with 27 home runs and 91 RBIs. in the year he was drafted, or the year he's playing for this year. I believe this is his second year. He was drafted in a previous season. Drysdale throws. Sovers hits the ball up the middle. It's through into center field. McGuire is going to hold at second base. Not the speediest of runners. However, runners are on first and second with only one out, and the dangerous Pablo Sandoval comes to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Drysdale glances at the runners, gets the sign. That ball is hit up the middle, but Petrocelli's going to get it, step on the bag, but no throw. Sandoval is going to beat it out. 2 away. Nobody has scored yet. McGuire's at third. Cepeda at first. Steve Tate comes in. Thank you, Steve, for coming by. Steve Tate, the commissioner, or one of the commissioners of our Field of Dreams League. Drysdale now will face Dave Winfield, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Drysdale pitches. The ball gets away from Romano. McGuire is going to score easily. Sandoval up to second. That was a wild pitch delivered by Don Drysdale, and the game is all tied at 2. Romano throws a new ball back to Drysdale, who's going to face Winfield. Here's the pitch. That ball's popped up behind the plate. Romano takes his mask off, throws it aside, puts the ball. No, he drops it. That ball fell out of his glove. It was off his glove, and Sandoval is going to go to third. Winfield's safe at second. That ball was not foul, even though the field said it was foul. I'm to eliminate any mistake, I will read the text. Drysdale with a 1-2. Winfield swings, popped up to the catcher. Romano camps under it, off his glove. Sandoval to third. Winfield is safe at second, and the only way that could happen is the ball was touched in fair territory. Runners on second and third. Each team has committed an error. Let's see if this one's going to hurt. Drysdale checks both runners, gets the sign, and they're going to intentionally walk Simmons, who homered his last time up. Intentionally walking Simmons might be in the cards for the computer manager, but he's now going to face Rocky Colavito. The worst thing you can say about him is he only had 2 triples in the year this season is based on. Colavito. He swings, hits a grounder to Petrocelli. Petrocelli up with it, flips to McAuliffe for the out. Inning is over. It could have been worse. However, Canada ties it up. We are now red shirts 2-4-1. Canada A's 2-4-1. We go to the bottom of the 4th here in a moment, and George Foster will lead off. Foster, McAuliffe, and Karowski to face Pete Alexander. Foster swings, fly ball to center field. Henderson backing up, puts it away, 1 down. Dick McAuliffe. McAuliffe today, 0 for 1. Here's Alexander's pitch. He strikes him out. Whitey Karowski, who's 0 for 1 today, also stepping to the plate. Alexander now with 2 strikeouts in the game in the bottom of the 4th inning. Delivers the 2-out pitch. Fly to center field. Henderson camping under this one. An easy 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Still tied at 2. Steve, that's correct. Ludacris is in the game. He replaced the injured Albert Pujols, who injured himself batting his first time up. Ricky Henderson, 0 for 1 to face Drysdale. Line drive in the left. That's going to drop in front of Foster for the hit. And Ricky Henderson's on for the second time. Henderson was thrown out stealing his last time on the base pass as Roy Smalley steps in. I want to move this down a tiny bit. Get that out of the way of the picture of Romano. Drysdale checks Henderson. Gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Line drive deep in the right field. Griffey going back. He's going to put it away for the out. Henderson has to retreat to first base. He was almost at second when that ball was caught. It sure looked like it was going to drop in there in the corner. One away. Henderson still at first for Fred Ludacris, who entered the game because of the Pujols injury. Drysdale checks Henderson. There he goes. Here's the throw down to Rico Petrocelli. Henderson is safe. It is his first stolen base of the year. Ludacris batting now, only one out, runner in scoring position. Fly ball to right field. Ken Griffey Sr. under it. He's got it. Henderson goes back to second. He's going to try to go to third base. The throw is not in time as Henderson slides safely into third. 2 away now. Ricky Henderson, 90 feet away. He can score on a pass ball, wild pitch. We've had a wild pitch today where Mark McGwire scored. So that is not impossible. He's got a better chance with 2 outs of scoring from third than he does from second. It was worth making the attempt. Drysdale's pitch to McGwire. Fly ball. It's going to drop in front of Griffey. Henderson's going to score. McGwire knocks his first run of the season. It is now 3-2 Canada. McGwire on first. Zobrist steps up, having a great day. He's 2 for 2. Let's see what he did. He lined a triple down the line and grounded a single up the middle. Let's see if Drysdale can put him away today. And he hits a ground ball to second. McAuliffe up with it. Over to Cepeda. Ends the inning. For the third straight inning, Canada scores 1 run and now takes a 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Orlando Cepeda, followed by Romano, and the top of the order, Griffey. For Chicago will face Pete Alexander. Alexander's thrown 56 pitches so far today. He's barely warmed up. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. He strikes him out for strikeout number 3. Johnny Romano 0 for 1 to face Alexander. And he's going to strike out. 2 quick strikeouts here in the bottom of the 5th. Ken Griffey 0 for 2. Alexander's pitch. And he walks him. Ken Griffey goes to first. Ed Roush. Ed Roush batted .341 in his season. That was in real life. That corresponds with our season here in our Field of Dreams League. That was the first walk by Alexander, who throws to Roush. And he's going to strike out the side. Going to the top of the 6th. 3-6-1 is the line score for Canada. 2-4-1, the line score for Chicago. Here in the top of the 6th, Canada to send Sandoval, Winfield, and Simmons to face Don Drysdale. Sandoval's 0 for 2. And yeah, he's 0 for 3 as Drysdale gets his 5th strikeout. Dave Winfield 0 for 2. Drysdale throws. That ball's hit a long way. That ball is out of here. That ball made it into that middle deck in between the first and second deck. It couldn't have got out of here faster. Fred Winfield, 418 feet, his first home run of the year. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Canada A's have scored a run. Steve Tate reminds us that bats are made from Canadian maple. They were in that case. Here we go. Don Drysdale now is allowed 7 hits and 4 runs. Romano gives Drysdale the sign. Ted Simmons hits it right back to the mound. Drysdale to Cepeda for the out. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. 4-2 the score for the number 9 hitter, Rocky Colavito, who today has flied to shallow center and grounded to short. Here's Drysdale's pitch. Base hit in the right field. If Colavito is the 9th batter, this team is going to win a lot of games here in the Field of Dreams season number 2. Rocky Colavito at first. Ricky Henderson coming to bat, 1 for 2 on the day. Cecil Upshaw will be coming in to pitch to replace Don Drysdale. Drysdale doesn't make it through the 6th inning. Cecil Upshaw is now pitching. Upshaw, in the season that corresponds to the one we're in, pitched in 62 games, all in relief. He had an ERA at 2.91, a record of 6-4 with 27 saves. Here's his pitch to Henderson, and he introduces him to Ricky Henderson by hitting him on the hip with a pitch. The powerful Canada A's have runners on first and second. They've scored in 4 straight innings. Roy Smalley coming to bat, 0 for 3 today. Here's Upshaw's pitch. There's a grounder to second. Dick McAuliffe's got it to Cepeda for the out. Ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-2, Canada. Rico Carty, Rico Petrocelli, and George Foster due up to face Alexander. Alexander looks like he could pitch 15 innings today. He's only got 77 pitches thrown through 5. Here's his pitch to Rico Carty. That is a bounding ball to Pablo Sandoval across the diamond to Ludacris. For the out, 1 down. For the second Rico Petrocelli, he comes to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. He lined a single his first time up. Here's Alexander's pitch. He hits a ground ball to Sandoval, and he throws it across the diamond again for the out. 2 up, 2 down, and George Foster coming to bat, 0 for 2. Alexander's pitch, fly to center. Henderson backing up, but he's got it measured, and he puts it away just in front of the warning track. No runs for the Chicago Redshirts. We go to the top of the 7th. Canada leads 4-2. I should tape some commercials and play them in between innings. Give me time to take a sip of water. Upshaw to face Ludacris, McGuire, and Sobers. 4-8-1 for Canada to 4-1 for Chicago. Here's Upshaw's pitch to Ludacris. He struck him out. His first strikeout of the day. Upshaw facing McGuire. McGuire bounding ball back to the mound. Upshaw, easy play to first. 2 up, 2 down. Ben Zobrist, who's 2 for 3 today, coming to bat. He's a switch hitter. Upshaw righty. He's batting from the left side. Here's the pitch to Zobrist. Fly to right field. That ball's going to drop in front of Griffey. Zobrist is on. That is his 3rd hit of the day, as you can see right in front of you from his baseball card, as I must have rolled that over something I shouldn't have here, as we got to find the cursor. We get rid of that. We get rid of that. Zobrist on first. Pablo Sandoval, 0 for 3. Throw to first. Zobrist back. We get to do it again. Here's the pitch. Ground ball in between Petrocelli and Karowski for a base hit. Will Zobrist go to third? He will. Throw comes into Petrocelli. No attempt to get Zobrist. We have 2 on, 2 out for Dave Winfield, who hit a rocket out of here his last time up. Here's Upshaw's pitch. Line drive down the right field line. That ball's all the way to the wall. That should score both runs. Even the heavy Sandoval should be rounding second and third here in a moment. There's Winfield in the second. No throw. Sandoval scores. Couldn't be any slower. The score is now 6-2 Canada as they put up runs for the fifth consecutive inning. This time they put up 2 runs, however. Ted Simmons facing Upshaw. Winfield takes his lead. We have a new pitcher coming in. Mike Kilkenny will pitch. Kilkenny for Chicago had 39 appearances in his real season, 128 innings, 8-6 win-loss record, and an ERA of 3.37. Winfield at second, the pitch to Simmons, base hit in the left field. Foster gets it on a hop. Winfield will score without a throw. It's now 7-2, and officially I'm going to declare this game is out of hand for the Chicago Red Shirts. Coming to bat, the number 9 hitter, Rocky Colavito, runner on first, is Simmons. I seem to be saying Rocky Colavito's coming to bat almost every inning. There is a line drive into right center field. That ball's in the gap. Simmons is going to third. The throw comes in. Colavito holds at first. There are runners on first and third now. Still 2 outs. And still 7-2. The score is the top of the order. Ricky Henderson is going to face Upshaw. McKenney. McKenney hits a high ball off McKenney in the left field. Foster's going to be under it, put it away for the out. That's it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Here we are at the bottom of the 7th, and the Canada A's have scored for 5 consecutive innings. It's hard to say it could be worse, but it could have been worse if they had a couple of more strategic hits. Trying to claw back into this game, McAuliffe, Kurowski, and Cepeda will face Pete Alexander. However, Alexander, who is 30-13 in his real season that represents this year, has a whip of 1.01, batting average against it 234. Coming back against him will be a Herculean task as he gets the sign and pitches to McAuliffe. He pops the ball up. Sandoval's under it. Puts it away for the out cleanly. 1 down. Whitey Kurowski 0 for 2 on the day. Steps in against Alexander. Here's his pitch. That ball's hit right up the middle. Zobrist backhands it to Ludacris for the out. Quickly 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Alexander will face Orlando Cepeda. Here's the pitch. Cepeda hits it in the center field. Henderson backing up. It is caught right against the wall. Henderson couldn't go any further. He's got it for the out. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 7-2 Canada. Let me check the chat here, see if I'm missing anything. I am not missing anything. Okay. Top of the inning, Smalley, Ludacris, McGuire. Smalley is 0 for 4 on the day against the pitching staff of the Red Shirts. Kilkenny steps in and throws. Smalley hits the ball to left. Foster just looking at it as it sails over his head into the stands. Canada scores for the sixth consecutive inning, and Roy Smalley hits his first home run of the year, traveling 338 feet. And Canada looks like it is beginning the Season 2 Field of Dreams League, the way they plowed through the Field of Dreams teams in Season 1, winning 118 games. If they're going to slow down, if they're going to be slowed down, it's not going to begin today. Ludacris stepping to the plate. Fred's 0 for 2. Kilkenny is going to face Al Kaline, however, who's coming in to pinch hit. He hits a long drive in a right field. Griffey looking at it. He puts it away, backhands it as he's going towards the line for the first out of the inning. Well, it was almost a double or a triple for Kaline, but close, only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. Mark McGuire, 2 for 4 on the day. He's used for his valuable at-bats. He's only going to get about 200 at-bats before he's going to be inactivated, because he only had 135 in his real season. I don't know what Sean would do if he was managing this game, but in a game you're ahead 8-2, I might pinch hit for the guy so he doesn't waste an at-bat, but I don't believe the computer's going to do that. Kilkenny throws, and he walks him. McGuire at first, Kilkenny's first walk of the day. Ben Zobrist hitting from the right side, The first time today Zobrist is batted from this position. He is from the left side, 3 for 4. Here's Kilkenny's pitch, and he struck him out. 2 down. McGuire still at first to face Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval grounded to short, struck out, and grounded a single between third and short his last time up. Kilkenny throws. Fly ball to Griffey and right. Puts it away for the out. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Red Shirts trailing 8-2. Alexander will face Romano, the bottom of the order, Griffey and Roush, the top of the order for the Chicago Red Shirts. They got 6 outs to get 6 runs. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive into center field. Henderson is going to put it away. That ball is hung up there for Ricky. Throws it back in. Alexander's got it. Ken Griffey Sr. stepping to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's Alexander's pitch. Base hit. It's in the corner. It's in the gap. It's all the way to the wall. That will end up to be Ken Griffey's first double of season 2. Ed Roush, not much of a home run threat, but certainly hits well, hitting .667, going 2 for 3 in today's first game of the season. Alexander's pitch. That ball's popped up in the infield. Zobrist waiting for it to come down. It does. It's in his glove. He's out, and Pete Alexander's injured. The second injury of the game for Canada's team. That is not good. We will have to check these injuries after the game. A right-handed pitcher is going to come in. I don't know why the computer didn't put him in, but hold on. Let's do this. We'll make the computer do it by going to options and setup and making Canada use the computer. Ontiveros coming in is the new pitcher. Steve Ontiveros. In the year that this is based on, had pitched in 27 games, 13 of them were starts. He has a 2.65 ERA, a 6.4 1-loss record. Here's the pitch to Carty. He struck him out. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Canada leads 8-2, but they've had 2 injuries. We're going to have to wait to the end of the game to see how expensive this victory was. Winfield, Simmons, and Colavito are due up. Kilkenny struck out 1 batter in the last inning. Will face Winfield. Fly ball to center field. Roush puts it away for the out. Oops, hit the wrong button. Let's see, did I misspeak or did he really strike out 1 batter? He did, 1 batter and 1 walk. Kilkenny facing Simmons, 2 for 3 on the day, one of which was a home run, first run of the game, but he's going to fly to center field. Roush will put it away. Not only is this the 9th inning, but Canada's in danger of not scoring for the first time since inning number 2. Rocky Colavito, he walks. Colavito on first. Ricky Henderson 1 for 3. Fly ball to center field. Roush backing up. He's backing up, and that ball is in the stands in center field. Ricky Henderson homers. They score in 7 consecutive innings, and it is now 10-2 Canada. Once again, the Canada A's are putting on an offensive display which probably has never been seen in Major League Baseball. This 118-team win from season 1 looks like it's looking to continue in season 2 as Smalley, who's 1 for 5, will face Kilkenny. And he homered into center field. It went out so fast I couldn't even call it. It is now 11-2. Smalley, his 2nd home run of the day. This one traveled 400 feet. And the computer manager's leaving Kilkenny in there. There's no reason to take him out because this game is already lost. Cash, 3 home runs in a row. You've seen it here. Norm Cash off a left-handed pitcher hitting a home run for run number 4. It is now 12-2. It's his first hit of the season, and it went 334 feet. I don't know if I could watch this, but the computer manager's doing all the work here. And let me do this before I go any further. This might be my mistake as I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's go to options, setup. Whoops. I don't know what that did, but it ended the game. I apologize. I didn't give Chicago a chance to bat on screen. Oh, I know what I did. It's set to instant. That's why it did it. Anyway, I apologize. You didn't get to see the bottom of the 9th inning, so let me tell you what happened in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the bottom of the 9th inning, and let's finish the top. Cash hit a solo home run. That's 3 home runs in a row. Henderson, Smalley, and Cash. McGuire walked. Zobers flied out to end the inning. Petroselli grounded to third. Foster grounded to second. McAuliffe grounded to second. That was the end of the game. Once again, I wasn't thinking when I turned them both to computer. I should have made sure that it was going to do play-by-play and not instant. But it won't happen for the next game. Here's the box score. 12-17-1 for Canada. 2-5-1 for Chicago. Kilkenny, the computer let Kilkenny finish the game, so I guess I didn't have to do that. In the box score, Henderson went 2 for 4. Smalley went 2 for 6. Pujols was injured. Cash hit a home run. McGuire's 2 for. Everybody went 2 for 4. Chicago, the only highlight was the 2 for 4 from Ed Roush. Alexander, 7 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 strikeouts, a walk. His first victory of the year. Drysdale, 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs allowed, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. He is 0-1. I think we can go a little further down here. What am I doing on here? Tell me what I'm doing on the screen. I could mess this up a little more, I suppose. But I don't know how I could do that. Don't we love this? Okay. Why is that there? I don't know why this stopped sharing, because it says it's sharing here on my software. So I don't know why it is not sharing, but I'm going to end this stream here in a minute and start another one. So if you guys will excuse me, I'll be right back.